Welcome, ladies and gentlemen. My name is KidLee, and welcome to the WildStar Winter Housing video. We're going to take a look at some really cool Wintervale housing here in WildStar. Now, before we get into this, if you are unfamiliar with the housing system in WildStar, take a look at this. When you jump into WildStar and you start a new character, this is what you're given. A nice big green plot of land that you can literally do anything you want with. And so just to give you an example, for this video, we're going to take a look at this housing plot. This housing plot is done by a friend of mine named Heiko. How are you doing today?
I'm doing fine, kid.
Yeah, Heiko is one of the master architects of the WildStar housing. So you've put together a very cool WildStar Wintervale housing plot. And just from the two that I've just shown you, we went from that blank green one to this one, if that gives you any indication of what you can do in this game. And everything you see here is custom built. So you might say, like this house that we're looking at, is that some kind of thing you just put down and you go into it? No, this was all completely custom built by Heiko. So that's really, really cool stuff. We're actually going to start outside here. I'm actually going to move my character onto the screen. You actually built a little bit of a sort of a reindeer and sleigh here with some Rousdowers. On your Rudolph one, what did you actually use to make the nose glow like this?
It's actually a red balloon, and
Okay.
just shrunk it down and stuck it inside.
That's cool. And then what did you use to build this this sleigh?
2x4s and flooring and stuff from the WildStar. Wintervale quest.
Yeah, like the candy stripe things and the little bouncy Protostar logos. It's pretty cool stuff. So we'll go ahead and head sort of inside here. What was your sort of theme or inspiration for this house? Just Wintervale and that kind of thing?
Oh, it's actually a lodge out in the country, and winters came.
Okay. And again, I'll just sort of repeat myself that this is not something that he just put down. Everything you see here is custom built. So as an example here, if you've been away from WildStar for a while, they actually have finally put in glass and workable doors, as you can see right there. But you can see all the custom flooring, the roofing, all the glass work. It's all really, really cool stuff that you're able to build. So we'll go ahead and head inside here. And the first thing I'll have you talk about is this fireplace. So what's the story with this fireplace?
Well, the fireplace has the Christmas theme fireplace that is kind of like shoved inside the original fireplace because I wanted to get the green log. And the outside of the fireplace is just built with flooring, 2x4s, and columns. And it's about 20 or 30 pieces to make it.
Very cool. So you've got some really nice just decor on the inside here, going with that holiday theme. And then next we're going to talk about this tree, because again, this tree is not something that you would just buy. You actually built this tree. So what did you all use to build the tree?
The tree has got on the top, you see the little sparks. That's a cable that has sparks at the end of it. The Christmas tree itself is wreaths, sized differently all the way up to the top. And other little decors that came that you got from questing, like this little green cube. And if you play WildStar, you know what that's all about. And you see it opening and close.
Mm-hmm. Yep, there's some little ships here and other little characters, so that's pretty cool. I think next we'll go ahead and head into your dining room because you got a couple of really cool pieces in here. One being the table and then the other being this little like cabinet set. If you want to go ahead and talk about what you did with these.
Well, the table is actually two different tables sunk into each other with 2x4s going around the edge. Because you want unique decor. You don't want to have the same thing everybody else has.
Right.
And the china closet is, like I said, again, made with columns and 2x4s and floors. And the real cool thing is if you look at the top, you got the little curved stuff. Those are actually cuckoo clocks that are sunk into the back wall to give it a little bit more artwork.
Cool, very nice. And how many pieces was this whole thing here, do you think?
Probably right around 60.
60 pieces. On the fake drawers here, what did you use for these little knobs?
Those are columns,
Just really
shrunk
small?
down.
Gotcha.
Yeah, and the doors are actually the travel posters that you see here, just shrunk down and spun around.
Oh, see, that's a really unusual way of using something, so that'll hopefully give you guys some ideas. So let's go ahead and head upstairs, and then we'll show you the big thing outside. And that is, he has got a waterfall with sort of a river built in here. So how did you do this?
Well, WildStar stuck a new decor out, which is called Windy Rivers. And you just turn around and you just put them down and link them together. And then underneath to give it a little kind of like a shimmering effect, I put blue glass. And the walls, the waterfalls, and dropped in some statues. It came out real nice. I used the rocks at the bottom of the posts to make it a little bit more realistic.
And just to clarify one thing you said, to make the river or the water more realistic, you have got like a glass lining underneath that, right?
Yes.
Okay. And then we're actually going to drop down, and this was something that I sort of missed, but you've got a, this is another really cool thing that you can do with glass. So he has like a little viewing room here, sort of viewing the river, and you can see the way he's got this curved glass in here. And so what do you actually have to do to get like these bars in here?
Well, there are 3 pieces of curved glass, and you just place them, and then you go. They're 3 the same size, and you just move them up and down. And then, of course, when you move them down, the bottom part of the glass hides into the ground, and then you get the railings.
Cool, gotcha. All right, we'll go ahead and head back up and take a look at the sort of the last thing. And this is actually still a work in progress. There's a couple of rooms that we don't want to look at yet because he actually doesn't have them done. But we've got a glass walkway that goes out to sort of a glass party room overlooking the waterfall. And you'll notice here that he actually has got these glass tiles sort of colored. And so how were you able to do this?
Well, in the decor section, there's glass that has different types of colors. But if you just place one, you don't really see the color. But if you place several on top of each other, which I think this is probably, I want to say four of the same color stacked on top of each other, and it gives the nice kind of neon glow.
Very, very cool. And then over here on this set of windows, here's another example of just some of the things you can do with glass if you're a little creative. So how did you get this like diamond shape inside this window?
I took a glass. All the glass are kind of like the same size. I took that and shrunk it down and spin it to make it the diamond. Just spin it till it was diamond.
And it's a different color. Like the main glass here is, I guess, like blue, and that one's maybe like a pink or purple or something.
Correct.
Very, very cool indeed. So is there anything else here that you'd like to show us before we end the video?
Oh yeah, I'm building a dining room kitchen downstairs.
Okay.
Show you some work on there. This is actually a copy of the kitchen in my own house.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
So this is going to be a big dining room or game room or something later on?
Yeah, it's going to be a dining room. This part's going to have like a bar that comes out where you sit. And then I'm going to have a walk-in cooler since we got icicles now. That's something new in the game. And those icicles are... Did you see them, kid? They're on the outside of the building.
Yeah, let's go check them out.
And there they are.
Oh, cool.
Well, you know, you just turn around and shrink that down and put it in a walk-in cooler with some ice on the floor. It's gonna look realistic.
Yeah, I gotcha. That's a good idea. There's one thing I wanted to point out before we end this back here in this kitchen, and again, it's just another way of how you can do this glass. It's very cool. And then there's actually something here that I didn't even know about until we started shooting this video. You can see here that he's got this glass set up, and it's actually taking the light from outside and it's reflecting it on the ground here. And I had no idea that you could even do anything like that. That's really cool, and it's really realistic. So if you do different light sources outside, it'll actually shine in your windows and you know, do that reflection and that shadowing. So that's just it's really cool that the game allows you to do stuff like that.
And even the faucet has water. Did you notice that?
No.
If you get up close.
Oh yeah.
That's just a waterfall shrunk down.
Oh really?
Yeah.
More cool ideas for you guys. But yep, definitely fitting the holiday theme with this one. Nice and snowy outside. And again, we're actually going to come out here real quick. And this is one of these things, if you're not familiar with the WildStar housing system and some of the stuff you can do. Again, the very first one that I showed you, it was, you know, nice and sunny out and grassy. And here it's all snowy and we have like a Northern Lights theme going on. I mean, you can change the ground, the sky, the music. You can do all these things. So if you want to change the sky a couple times for us, just so we can see different things. See there, he just changed it for us. Got like a sunrise happening now. Just another piece of the awesome customization that is this game. And you can have different weather effects. You can make it rain and snow, like the one we had before. I mean, it was calm, and we had snow on the ground. So here's actually like a light snowy one, which is pretty cool. And a couple of big like moons or planets over there in the background. Oh, now the grass is green all of a sudden. So it's amazing on how quick you can actually change this stuff. I still say this is by far one of the best housing systems I've ever seen in any game. So any final thoughts before we go ahead and end this?
Yes, Protostar is about money, see?
Ah, do you want advertisements lining your sky? Visit Protostar.
Yeah.
And this snowy tree over here, this is just a regular tree that you could put down, I believe.
Yeah.
Yeah. But there you go, ladies and gentlemen. I think that will go ahead and do it for this video. Thank you, Heiko, for showing this off to us.
And thank you for having me.
Yep. But, ladies and gentlemen, if you have any comments or questions, please leave them below. Thank you all so much for watching. And with that being said, everybody keep playing and have fun.